exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday. A lot going on today, baby. I'm glad you're here. Kind of awkward sitting here talking to myself, but it has happened before. Anyway, it is Tuesday, baby, and it's I titled the show today a contrast in president. Well, look, we'll get to that in a minute. Wait a minute. Shit, I'm getting ahead of myself. And I always forget this part. Going right back up to the top where Dorothy Tyndall was the first one to jump in, followed by Bart Larson, Jeanette Miller. Jeanette Miller saying hi to everybody. Love it. Kelly Harris is here. Annette Serrano, Trudy Baxter, Debbie Kerpran. Let me see. Daniel Hackelman, Sammy Marcy. Jeanette Miller still in there saying hi to everybody. Tamara Harrington. Darling, always happy to see you in there, and you know where my mind goes. Anyway, Harvey W. is here. Randy Peterson. Whoop! Pig! Whoop! Pig! Boy, howdy, that pig travels. That's a traveling pig right there. Got some traveling plans. Anyway, Nancy Halverson, let me see, Bart Larson and Royal Blue, Tom Reinhold and Buddy Griffin, Jeff Curry. Jesus, there's Nett Miller again there saying hi to Tom. I love that shit. Linda Carlson, Karsten. I'm sorry, Bruce Preston. Jeez, everybody's in here. Let me get on down here. We won't get started. Because Susan Forsepi is in here, Keith Thomas and Carol DeBurs, Adina Michael and Gene Shanky. Boy, howdy, everybody's here. Anyway, contrast in presidents. Boy, howdy. We saw that today. Saw it on TV. State funeral for Jimmy Carter. They moved his body from Atlanta, Georgia, to the nation's capital, where he lies in state right now. And so we're going to go through a presidential funeral. And it's a solemn occasion. And yeah, it's supposed to be anyway. Most of us take it that way. You know, remembering all the good things that President Carter did in his life. An outstanding example of an American citizen, if there ever was one. But you contrast that with what Donnie came out today with his list of his dribble, his little press conference, if that's what you want to call it, talking about using military force to take Greenland. Greenland! Are you shitting me? And the Panama Canal, but Greenland? Really? Gonna use military force to take that shit. Yeah, he came out with a lot of just plain dribble today. Just talking about flushing toilets and dripping showers and windmills and whales. He rambles on like a madman. And that's what we have to look forward to, baby. And it ain't even day one. So yeah, it's going to be a rocky road. It's going to be a hell of a road. One that we've been on before. So it ain't new to us. We've seen these potholes before, but he's a little more empowered now. Got a little more oomph behind him, he thinks. And we're going to be put to the test, I'm telling you. This nation is going to be put to a test.
Not a pothole, sinkhole.
And we got nothing to do but come through on that. Miss Chick.
Can you hear me?
Miss Chick?
Crappers.
Uh-oh. Having audio problems?
Yeah.
One of us is. Yes, Josh, he talked about toilets again. While we wait and see what happened to Miss Chick, I want to thank Tamara Harrington, who came in with a $10 donation just now. And I want to thank Raul Sanchez, formerly known as, also known as Bear. And he came in with $5 at the end of last show. And I hope he's out there listening. And it says, from your favorite mailman, Bear. Hook 'em horns and fuck that puto Trump. Ah! Yeah, that's Hook 'em horns right there, along with Randy's hog there. A little competition going on there between Blue Dots. Anyway, Miss Chick, are you there?
I'm here, but it's not working. So
I can hear you, sort of.
can you? Sort of.
So,
Okay.
well, very, very faintly.
Hang on while I redo. I'm on the computer instead of my iPad, and the settings are different here.
Ah, well.
So maybe I put one of them down too low.
Oh, well,
Can you hear
that's
me
all right.
better now?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. What about
Not
now?
yet. Nope.
Oh boy.
Well,
I
that
don't
might
want
have
to
gotten
crank.
that last. Oh boy, might have gotten a little bit better.
I don't want to crank it up so loud that it's all over the place.
Nope, but you're better right there. You're better a little bit right there. Maybe a little
Okay.
more.
Right about there.
Well, we'll try that.
Okay.
We'll try that. You can go a little louder if you can.
I'm having technical difficulties. Can you
Technical
tell them?
difficulties. Do you have
Yeah.
your hammer? It's a standard,
I'd have to go out and
tool
grab
that should be next to everybody's computer.
it.
Just
It's not
yeah.
by my computer.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well,
Well,
I could go away and reconfigure. I thought YouTube would work better on my iPad because it's not been working on the computer hardly at all. So I switched and I'm doing Discord on the computer, but apparently it doesn't like that.
it's always something
Mm-hmm.
that you want to hit it. Well, if you want to do that, Dave, are you in?
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
There you
I'm
go.
here.
Dave's got no audio problem there. Miss Chick, if
Hello, America.
you want to bow out and try redoing that and come back in?
Yeah.
Reboot your boot.
Reboot to boot. Anyway, Dave, how in the hell are you?
Pissed.
Pissed? What,
I'm
pray tell, are you
pissed
pissed
off.
about today?
Well, I've worked
What
out.
pisses you off?
Well, I've worked out how Trump has fooled America, and Trump
all of us.
has brainwashed.
Not all of us, Dave.
Hey, can you remember what happened in 1945? At the end of 45? No, 46. Beginning of 46, I think it was.
The end of World War
That's bad
II.
of me. Big bomb. Remember the big
Yeah.
bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah? The nuclear
Hiroshima.
bomb. Who dropped that bomb? Who dropped it?
We did, Dave.
Exactly. And after you dropped that bomb, what did America become the day after? Think about it. What did you
A
not
nuclear
have to
power,
worry
for one.
about?
A
Yeah.
retaliation. A nuclear world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way. When you drop that
You're
bomb,
really making me feel good,
immediately-
Dave.
Hey, this is no nursery rhyme. This is real. When you drop that bomb, you immediately become untouchable. You immediately become king of the world. Don't fuck with America. They've got the bomb, all right?
Yeah, but they don't
And
play no more,
It
babe.
worked. It worked for a few years until
I
Russia
heard a
come up
sigh.
with the bomb. But guess this is what it makes me angry. This is what has happened. Social media has been turned into what it's not meant to be. It's Trump's nuclear bomb.
It's going to get
What
better.
they've done-
Just today, what's his name? Head of Meta, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah,
came out and said, yeah,
Zuckerberg.
they're doing away. Yeah, Zuckerberg going to do away with fact checkers. I don't need that shit.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
will be fine.
I'm
Everything will be
this.
fine, Dave.
What happens is when you own or your mates own a social media company, you have a conglomerate of 3 social media companies: X, Facebook, and Truth Social. That's powerful information. Then you have the threatening control over TV stations like the CNNs, the ABCs, MSNBC. I'm not going to include in this because they've been very left.
They're still
But
staying left.
they are. But with that power, you've got a nuclear bomb because the people only hear your information. Johnny come lately that comes along that like I'm not going to say about the new websites, the new left wing sites, but they look like Johnny come latelys, like desperates. But because Trump has controlled the media in all areas, and his
He
mates
seems
that
to be the
own those
number one
media
topic
companies,
of no matter what station you tune into. You know, and
and he'll keep it that way.
yes,
Now you know,
because
John.
our politics have become entertainment, Dave. That's what politics is
Well,
nowadays. It's fucking
let me
entertainment.
entertain you. Let me entertain you. I think personally, this Panama, Greenland, Canada stuff is all a
Oh, don't worry about
distraction.
Canada. We're going
It's
to make that 51st state, so we done took care of that. You know.
well, yeah, as much as they love to be your
Not
51st
according
state,
to Justin today.
exactly. But
Yeah,
what's happened here is that,
that's very good, by the way, Miss Chick.
yeah, she's quick on the wit sometimes, that lady.
Well, her
But
sound is good. And
he's
quick on the
got
wit.
total control, and he's threatening now to other and bullying other countries. So he's doing what he done in America outside.
He's
But the
doing what
biggest
he did
danger,
last time, Dave. And this is not new.
but
We knew he was going to go around NATO and start kicking people in the shins. Talking about
yeah,
again, you got to pay up.
he's going to
It's
find
extortion again. That's what
he's
it
going to
is.
find new allies. He's trying to find new allies,
Yeah, Russia
dirty
and North
lowlifes
Korea
that will,
amongst a
yeah, and
few,
others he's looking for.
and
If he
others.
kicks enough ankles, some will fold. Okay, some will fold and join
I'm
his clan. Let's call it a clan.
I don't think the
But
European Union is that. I think they'll stand. I think they'll
well,
stand.
they've
They
told
don't
him to
have a
fuck off.
choice.
I mean, England's telling him to fuck off. A lot of countries are telling them to keep out of here. Don't try and bully us. We're not going to copy your crap. But I want to get to this point. The point is what Trump done from 2016 through to now is what Elon Musk is doing right now. He has bought power and control of the GOP. Then you get control. You see what I'm saying? He's done a Trump. He's got himself so far involved and financially secure within the GOP, is irremovable because the GOP borrowed money off him, by the way, which is another subject I'll get onto later on in the show. But the GOP did borrow money off him over and above the donations. So they're indebted to him. Do you not think he's going to be the next, want to try and get the Constitution changed so he can be the next president or king or ruler? Because if Donnie gets the Constitution changed, it's history. He'll just rewrite a Constitution. The GOP will. It's an ugly situation happening here, John,
Yeah.
with Musk and Trump together. They're evil. And yet Zuckerberg in the background, just said,
Okay.
Zuckerberg, no, we're not going to do any more fact checking, are we? No, we don't need to do that crap. Mate, someone's going to put the foot down. I'm over. I've said it. Bye. Next.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I had to call everybody could see it on the video. I had to call Travis
Yeah.
in here. I had technical difficulties. I guess it's the
I
night.
did
for
you.
them. Yes, I could
Okay.
hear you. Everybody could hear you. The conversation was still going on. I muted my mic because I had to yell for Travis to come in here and fix it because I could not see the people in the audience. I could not.
But
All of a sudden, that just went
please,
blank.
please say
Anyway,
something in the comments. If you disagree with me or agree with me, mention in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys think. Whether you think that the talk about the Panama and Greenland is just a distraction to stop you from seeing what he's doing with trying to get the constitution changed, fucking around with Elon Musk with other countries. I mean, here's
It's
Elon Musk
all
at
of the
this
above,
thing.
Dave. It's
We
all of the above.
we are
It's
going.
all a shell
We are,
game, Dave. It's always look over there while I do something over here.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
yeah,
that.
we are going to
Really?
build
Military action
many
to
jobs.
take Greenland? Wait a minute. That's not all. He wants
Nah,
to
it's a
rename the Gulf of
distraction.
Mexico the Gulf of America.
Yeah,
And,
that was
and,
good.
Yeah.
and, wait a minute. On that note, from the time he said that this morning until this afternoon, Marjorie Taylor Greene has already introduced legislation to rename it on the map as Gulf of America.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
how
okay.
fast that shit works up there now. Are you shitting me? Out of his mouth, just are you shitting me? Come on, man.
don't we have a whole nother country that has a say in it?
I guess not. It's
Well,
just, America is sort of like we'll take Greenland. We'll just become imperialist again. We'll just do whatever we want. We'll rename everything. Shit. What's the
Speaking of
difference?
Greenland,
he wants to play with your military. He wants to go bang
Yes,
bang,
he
shoot him up,
does.
bang bang.
And
yeah,
that bothers me.
that's
Hello,
scary.
Yelly Man.
Hello. How you doing, John?
Doing
How you
fine. And
going, Yellow
yourself?
Man?
Hello, Dave. I just, Greenland is pretty close to Norway, and it's like, it's not owned, but it has a sort of, it has a relationship to Denmark, So if Trump wants to go to war to get Greenland, he's going to war with Denmark,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and then he's attacking a NATO country, which is like when you think about it, it's just insane.
He's threatening
Yelly
tariffs
Man.
on Denmark if they don't do it. He's
Yeah.
threatening
Yelly
tariffs.
Man, don't you think it's stupid for a guy that wants to be president and before he becomes president is saying, we're going to make things better in America, we're going to improve this, improve that, yet he's looking at spending his time attacking other countries and taking other property that's not his, yet
Oh, no,
not working on what the problem in America is.
I mean, we all saw what he did last time. He's going to repeat what he did last time. I don't know what the hell happened to United States last year when they sort of forgot all about the crap he did during his first term. This is going to
Short
be
memories.
probably even worse than the first term. I think this is going to be
My point exactly, Yelly Man.
yeah, I agree
My
with you,
point
Dave.
exactly.
It's going to be
Because
terrible.
he has more power behind him this time. He has Bezos,
yeah.
Zuckerberg.
He's got
yeah.
more
He has
money
them all.
behind him, and he knows a little bit more about what he's doing this time. Last
Yeah,
time he
and
didn't,
he-
it was a fluke. He didn't think he was going to get in, and probably didn't think he was going to get in this time. That was
And
why I
he's
said that
surrounding
rant. If
himself with,
January 6th would have been a different day had he lost the election,
Yeah, he's
because I have no
he's,
doubt he
uh,
would have called up his
this time
minions
is,
again.
This time he's surrounding himself by loyalists. That there's nobody in this government who's going to say no to him like it was the last time he was in.
He
Well,
thought he
last
was
time he
surrounding
had-
himself with
There's going to be
loyalists
plenty of
last time.
Democrats that are going to say no, and we're hoping
Yeah,
that
On
a
that
few
point-
Republicans, if there's any
And
left,
as well.
you know what?
Yes.
I don't have
On
any
that-
faith. I don't have any faith in the Republicans. I really don't. I mean,
Well, you
gonna
can't.
bend the knee.
After what they've done to the country, how can you? What
No.
they've backed, a criminal. They've backed a
but I
felon.
just want to mention what John was talking about. There is another president, Jimmy Carter, who's now being
now lies
having
in
a
state.
Or is he?
Yeah, they giving him state funeral. The guy was a living saint. He did nothing but good. He was the man Trump could never be.
No, but
And-
Donnie didn't have any problem raking him over the coals today either.
Don't even mention
On the
Donnie
day of his
Trump.
state
Don't-
funeral.
What did he say about Carter today? Did he say?
Oh,
something
he was
shitty
talking
Carter?
about criticizing Carter on the Panama Canal. Make
Oh
it
my
say
God.
it was a bad deal, very bad deal. It was the baddest deal ever. It was the worst deal ever. You know how he goes on.
That Panama
Okay.
Canal was never ever started by America. It was started by an English bloke, Brunel. He was the man that invented steam engines in this. He had the idea of that. Then some other rich man back in the 1920s, started digging, and he went bankrupt. What killed him off were the mosquitoes,
Yeah.
with the malaria and all that, because they were putting bloody water in
Which
the
still
beds
cost a
in
lot of
water.
lives.
Exactly.
what the
But
hell?
when they killed the
What?
mosquitoes off, let me just get this out here. When
Yeah,
they
yeah.
killed the mosquitoes off, then it became a conglomerate of a lot of countries and was financed by a lot of banks. America, just because they were there, are saying, we did it. But other countries were involved. It wasn't just America. America got paid off for it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they got paid for a
we
lot
did
of...
yeah, but it
Go
was a
on. Yep.
multinational effort, nation effort to dig the canal. Although the United States did take
Correct.
front and center on it, and
No.
but the deal
They're claiming,
to
no.
turn it over to Panama with neutral control. I mean, Panama can't cut anybody off going in and out. Everybody pays to go through, and Donnie's rambling on about how we're getting screwed over in China and Russia gets to use it for free, I guess, is what he thinks, or some bullshit.
Well, John, the
But
Panama just spent $5 billion on upgrading and making them bigger. America didn't put any money in. China didn't put any money in. No one put any
no,
money
that
in.
was Panama.
Panama done it themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That don't
Otherwise,
matter,
it was
Dave. That
useless.
don't matter.
I
We
mean,
we got an
they
army
dug
and
a
a navy,
fucking.
buddy. That's all he
They,
thinks.
dug- but they dug a hole through Panama. Of course, they should own it. Come on. They took a lot of ground and land from Panama to build that thing. I think
Yeah,
it's a
that's why
fair
it's called the
that
Panama
they,
Canal.
yeah, and of course they
Yeah,
should own it. I mean, it's only logical. I think Jimmy Carter, he saw he looked into the future. He saw what was going to be. He saw the right thing to do. He knew the right thing to do, so he
Indeed.
decided to give it back to
that
Panama.
was the thing about Jimmy
These
Carter. He always
shipping
wanted to do
companies,
the right thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
things
these
changed after
shipping
him. I
companies,
can't remember who came after Jimmy Carter, but the
That was
nation kind of changed. It's yeah,
Well, now,
well,
can I just
Ronnie
put, can I,
yeah,
Reagan.
exactly.
I'll just give you a fun fact here that the ships that go through the Panama Canal, they save 80 or 90 grand worth of fuel by going through there, but they only pay about 40, 50 grand to go through, around about there. And that's subsidized by the own shipping company's government. So really, Panama's not making big bucks out of it.
well,
It's
you got to
making a
remember there's
living out of it.
maintenance on that thing too. You know, come on.
Correct. Big maintenance, yes. But the new ships now, the Supermaxes, can go through. With all the ships being Supermaxes now, the Panama
Yeah,
Canal would have become useless.
that's why we're getting a new bridge here in Corpus Christi. We're getting a
Is it?
brand new bridge. It's almost done. Hell,
Big
they're just
ships getting
lack a
too
little
big.
bit of touching on where they come up from each side. And yeah, we're all waiting to see what happens when they get that bridge open and how they're going to take down the old bridge, because that's a very busy port.
Did you Americans notice that last week there was legislation going through the Congress, and the legislation was to limit the amount of money people can invest in China, because there've been a lot of billionaires of late investing in China.
Yeah,
So that was going through on the quiet, but Elon Musk jumped up and realized, hang on, I've got to stop this. And he did. He approached people within the GOP. He had that bill stopped. Then the Democrats come back with a, what do they call it, a sub to that bill or whatever. Anyhow, it still went through partially. So Elon Musk was half screwed. He's now got to appeal, or the GOP's going to make an appeal, whatever it is. But the Democrats did stop it. Stop Elon Musk from killing the bill at this point. But it still may happen. But he's
at this
stopping
point.
any
They're not going to give up, Dave.
legislation to stop him from trading. He
And
wants to trade anywhere in the world,
that's where
but
this
not
is all going to
America.
come up, Dave. That's where the battle is going to be. It's not going to be on the streets. It's going to be in this nation's capital. It's going to be in Congress and in the
I think
Senate.
so. I think
That's
so.
that's where it has to be. It has to be. But
Well, if you
He's,
can't risk it going to the courts, if it ends up
At
in the
least
Supreme Court,
but at least Trump is being sentenced in New York, even though he's not going to
yes,
get any
yes.
punishment. But
yeah,
he's still going
yeah,
to be sentenced, and he's still going to be a felon. You know, and
Judge
that
Cannon
Is
that
down in
there's
Florida
something
made sure
he's trying to
that
have. released. He's not. He's trying to stop something from being released. Some report. You are aware of that?
From the Jack Smith
Yeah,
report,
yeah.
the
That's
DOJ
down in
report.
Florida.
That's a
And
whole
Judge
thing.
Cannon,
Cannon
yeah,
bit.
like that.
Yeah,
You don't see that on the handwriting on the wall on that shit.
You don't mind me calling her
You
a
know?
bitch on your
Not
show,
a
John?
not a
No.
bit, buddy. Not a bit. She's
Okay.
bought and paid
That's a
for
good-
by Trump,
Yeah,
and she's shown herself to be a partisan hack. So
Yeah.
I don't, to
And
call
it's
her a
even dubious
judge.
whether she is in a position to be the one that even sends this to the
Now it's going to go to the
circuit
appellate court.
or the
Yeah.
yeah.
So it goes to the
Anyway.
appellate court and see what happens there. But
Did you know, John,
Go ahead, Miss Chick.
that Don Jr. went to Greenland today?
He
Oh,
did,
Did you
yeah.
know that?
Did he plant a flag?
Well,
Well,
Did he-
no,
yeah, I was about to
but
say
I
that.
have some other information from King Frederick has tweaked the royal coat of arms for the first time in 500 years. Do you know what he did to that coat of
What?
arms?
What, pray tell, did he do?
Well, in their coat of arms, there's a area right in the middle where there's 4 sections, like quadrants. Think of it
Right,
as quadrants.
right.
And one of them depicted the Faroe Islands and Iceland in one little quadrant out of the 4. Well, he recently changed it so the Faroe Islands is in one and Iceland is in another. So they each have their own quadrant now on his coat of arms. Very distinctly displayed.
Well,
Yeah, I
Don't-
wonder
in
if
other
he
words-
was aiming that at. I wonder.
Yeah.
In other words, don't tread on my turf.
Exactly.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know where he's
Yeah.
pulling these ideas out of his ass to use military force
Well-
against Greenland. Who
not
are you
just
going to
that, John.
attack?
It's not
Well,
just
there's
that.
only-
He had Putin and what's his name from China had Elon Musk shut down the Starlink over Taiwan last week for a week. They shut it. He shut it down because Russia wanted it shut down for a week over Taiwan for China. So there's just 3 countries here. You got Trump, China, and Russia that are working with Musk as well. As this Musk is a triple agent. But the bottom line is that he's prepared to shut down the internet over a country for the aid of Russia or China. So Taiwan's screwed. We're watching the demise of Ukraine and eventually, I think soon, Taiwan.
I don't think Ukraine is going down because they got full support of the European
Of the
Union.
European
now.
Union.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. Zelensky may
And if-
say,
if you-
okay, you can have these 200 kilometers you've already taken. Whatever Russia's taken already, Zelensky
Yeah.
may say, okay, keep that.
I don't think
just to
Ukraine's
end
going to
the
buy
war.
that deal. I don't think Ukraine's going to buy that deal.
You don't
It was
think so?
Ukraine that was
I-
attacked. There was
I
a border.
think Ukraine is going to fight for every fucking inch of the
Every
country.
inch it can take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every inch it can hold on to. I don't think Ukraine's going to
I
back
just
down from
worry
shit.
that Trump will pull aid to Ukraine, whether it be in military.
I'm sure he's
equipment
going to
or-
try to.
Mm.
To suck up to his buddy Putin.
Mm.
Yes, I fully expect him to try to cut aid as much as he can to Ukraine, to try to make troop movements. In
But there
support
are
of
European
Ukraine.
countries now. The European Union is behind Ukraine, and it's about. I think they have about 50 billion euros to spend for Ukraine, and
it's
that's
not-
going to help them a lot.
Yeah, but we all know that Trump's trigger happy. He's trigger happy, and that's the scary part. He wants to use. He wants to be a war president. He wants to be a war president.
Yeah, but I mean, can you? And look at the countries he wants to invade. NATO countries. I mean, that guy is.
Yeah. For
I
Putin.
wanna-
For Putin.
Yeah.
I want to call out this comment just because I think it's Danny, Mr.
Do you want to catch
Toolby,
up?
Yes, I do. Came out with a comment. He said he wants to control the waterways because of the climate change. Our northern ice cap is less and less with more and more shipping. our northern ice cap is less and less with more and more shipping using that route. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, it might be part of it.
that might be part of it. Yeah, let me catch up real quick because Richard came in, 18 minutes ago. I'm sorry, Richard came in with $2, said less fact checkers means more nose pickers. Yeah, I don't think shit's going to go well there. And what a telltale
Knuckle
sign Zuckerberg, pulling fact checkers. Like, yeah, like they're bound down to his ass. James Tripp came in with $5, said for Kamala Harris for putting up with Republican shit today. Indeed, she had to certify that election yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that took courage on her. It took
Yeah,
all
but
the things that they don't
bastard
have.
that bastard wouldn't shake her hand. Remember the guy
Well, he in his little speech today was complaining about the transition, saying that Biden is making it difficult for the. Are you shitting me? Did you see the last one? Did you see the last transition? You shithead. Anyway,
It's
Keith
just
Thompson.
anything out is a lie. It's all lies, lies, lies.
That's that was going to be my title. The president lies in state, and the other one just lies. Keith Thompson came in with $5, said, keep talking Trump, proving what un-American you are. Yeah, indeed. And Hudson Kerr came in with $10, said, politics aside for a second, the black cowboy hat in your recent video is the shit. This white hat is like the tan suit. The black hat is amazing. Want to see you rock it far more. Totally badass. Well, Hudson, you probably will because the weather changes. That's it. This is my straw. I wear it when it's warm, and I got the
Black one's the winter hat. Yep.
Black is my felt, and that's the winter hat. Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Hudson. I appreciate that. I still haven't been able to wear my coat.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean it got cold.
you didn't go anywhere?
Didn't go
Where
anywhere.
you go?
I was sitting inside because it was
Hey,
freaking
mate,
cold outside.
AD's got his hand up down there.
Let me grab him and pull him up here.
Oh.
Stop yawning, Mr. Chicken, make us all
I-
yawn.
I'm sorry. You guys kept me up all night last night. Talking.
Oh, really?
Oh, the book
Were
club
you up
last
all
night.
night?
Oh, it was
Oh,
book
okay,
club.
book club, okay.
After
Yeah,
book club.
I missed it. AD, how are you?
I'm doing, man. Just finally dig my car out of the snow. So
Yeah. How's your new year going so far?
it's not going too bad. I mean, we had some rough weather up here past few days. And I missed a couple days. I missed a day at work today. But,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
You're a
that
bit
bad weather's
gurgly on
all
the
over.
microphone there, mate.
Yeah.
No,
It
your
was rough.
microphone's a little bit funny.
They didn't like touch my street until today. You know?
Oh, so you got a bunch of snow, and you get snowed in?
You got about 12 inches of snow.
I heard about that stuff.
And I had to dig my car out of the driveway. But even when I got on the street, I couldn't go nowhere. 'Cause I got a 2005 price for 300, so it's like it sits real low to the ground. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the body of it. And I mean, if I get out the street, I just get stuck. And I seen a bunch of people with like big ass trucks get stuck in front of my house.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm like, ain't no way I'm driving in that stuff. You know, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, Jimmy Carter, I was watching some of his stuff today. You know, they had him in Washington. And, you know, my son is named Carter. And me and his mom, she came up with the name. She was reading Carter, and I was like, well, there's two guys I admire, Reuben Hurricane Carter and Jimmy Carter. And that's why
There
we
you
named him
go.
Carter. You know what I mean?
Outstanding.
So,
Who was Hoover Carter? What was that one you said?
Hurricane Carter.
Hurricane Carter.
Hurricane, the boxer.
Hurricane. Hurricane. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of what he was. Sorry.
yeah, he went to
You
prison
know that
for
Boxer.
Bob Dylan
40
song?
years.
Bob Dylan wrote a song about it.
Bob Dylan.
Oh yes, now it comes to me. Yes, yep. Now I'm with it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
song, yeah.
That's a true story. I mean, he went to prison for something he didn't do, and for 40 years or 30 some years, till they finally let him out. You know what I mean? And he
Did
basically
they
got robbed for murder.
apologize?
No.
It's America.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
apologize for shit.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
But I have a
don't-
question for you, AD. Are you going to fight Greenland now on behalf
No.
of Trump?
Hell no. Yelly man, you know me, bro. I hate that fucking guy.
I
I
know.
can't stand it. Cannot stand it. He
Trump.
just talks all this stupid
You know,
shit all the time.
You try
Oh,
to,
damn.
you know, trying to ignore his ass for a little while. And today when I
Pretty
turned
hard.
on the TV and in the thing said it, well, he's going to have a presser here in a little bit. Well, okay. So I sat there with my coffee and I sat there and listened to that dribble. And it was
Yeah,
it was just plain, just
He
whatever
was in
he
a
pulled
bad
out of
mood
his
today,
ass.
wasn't he?
If
He was
you're
in a
having to
bad
flush
mood.
your toilet 10 times, maybe water pressure isn't your problem. Yes, Bob K just came in with a $2 donation and said, "Remember the snowstorms in
That's a good
Adak,
one.
John?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do, and that is exactly why John does not like snow. Yes, I was stationed in Adak, Alaska. It's out a little
That's
spot on the
cold.
Aleutian chain. Yes, beyond cold. One of those things where I have pictures of me with the furry parka shit on. Yeah, no fun at all. Nobody's going out for a beer and that shit. You know. Besides that, there's nothing.
Wait a
there
minute. Hold
Yeah.
my beer. That's what we say here in Michigan. Hold my beer. Watch
Hold
this.
my beer. Yeah.
I'm going out in the snow.
Yep.
At the barracks in Adak, Alaska, we because there's no place else to go. You could get beer, but to keep it cold, you'd open the window, and then put a box duct tape to the window. But when I say a box, I mean a very insulated box with lots of cardboard layers, where you probably have enough room in there for maybe 2 or 3 beers by the time you get done. But it would get them beers cold, and if you left them in there too long, they'd freeze. And so, yeah, it was yeah. That's why John doesn't
Well,
like.
I've watched
Cold.
a lot of documentaries on how it's pretty brilliant how these days they get in there with these prefab buildings, knock them up in no time, and they're fully insulated, connected by tubeways. They're above ground,
That's
but
right, Dragon's
they're
Marine.
warm and toasty inside, and they have a generator, but a lot of the heating is generated by thermal. They put a pipe down the ground and knock it down really deep, and it gets into the hot rock thermal level,
Right.
and that raises heat through all the buildings. It's very you can't pee or piss or do a number 2 in the snow if you fall short. They're very
no,
strict
Dave.
with their rules.
They got snow snakes.
Snow snakes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they
They got
don't
snow
have
snakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to
Try
call
to
them
take crap out
trouser
there and get
snakes.
bit in the ass by a snow snake. That's right.
A snow snake.
Yeah, they try to crawl up
Actually, a
your butt to
snake
get
that
warm.
lives in the snow would have to be a pretty tough snake.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Anyway,
you come across a snake the size of a polar bear? I'd run.
well, you know,
Well.
I figure if me and a bear met face to face, we're going to do the same thing. Except I'm going to step back in mine.
Run in each direction.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Now,
We're
if you
both
run
going to
from a
shit,
bear,
but I'm going to step back in mine. Boy, howdy shit. No,
Oh yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah.
we ain't got bears around here. But,
You know, they
on
say-
that, just on an off-topic note, because you brought it up, me and Tyler were leaving the house earlier this morning, going down Oak Lane here,
Bear in
and
your driveway.
I saw a bobcat. Saw a bobcat right on the side of the damn road.
There
It
you
was a
go.
bobcat. Oh yeah, he was beautiful. He was
They
pretty.
are.
Well, how'd you know his name was Bob?
Because all bobcats are named Bob.
They're all
You'll be
Oh,
Bob.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's a
John,
bobcat.
John,
It's a
Hey, Bob,
bobcat.
how was your uncle?
Yeah,
It's not a cat. It's a big cat.
it's a big
It's a
cat.
smaller.
It is a souped-up
Can you hear me,
wildcat.
John?
Is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't have them over here.
We got him
Can you
here.
hear
It's
me,
one of
John?
We don't have
Smaller
no. There's no dangerous creatures like bobcats over here. Wow.
No,
Vertical?
yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
you're
no
saying?
danger. You got spiders, Dave. We had this discussion the other day.
Oh,
You got big ass spiders,
Yeah,
Dave.
you got your own snakes in Australia.
He's got spiders and
And you
snakes.
got like
Yep.
you got lethal kangaroos too, Aussie. You know they're gonna kill
Oh, he
everybody.
boxed.
Man, I seen them guys. They kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, you know you don't want to be kicked in the nuts by a brown kangaroo. You know,
No.
I mean that. No,
They get
no,
on
no,
that
no, no.
hardtail. They get on that hardtail, man. You never
Or
know what's gonna happen.
by any other species either. Just saying.
You know, I seen a very heartwarming video a couple of days ago that really, because I you know, on Facebook I give a like to all the videos where animals need rescuing, and this polar bear, there was 4 guys in a very large rib. I think they call them a rib, with the center console, and they work for some sort of government organization, and this polar bear come swimming up to their rib and put its half of its body on the rib with the paws inside the rib, and you could see on the video the right paw was red from blood, and they looked without getting close and they seen it was entangled with fishing line and it was getting short, tighter and tighter, and sort of, so this polar bear allowed these guys to cut the wire away, did not do anything to look threatening, and when they finished the job, they put cream on it, like an antiseptic cream, and the polar bear went down the water and just looked at them from within the water. You could see on his face the thank you, the appreciation.
Yeah,
You
That's
know,
awesome.
it was so heartwarming.
that is awesome.
Dave, Jeff
I
Curry
didn't see
wants you
that
to know
at all.
that bear. Oh, wait. No, Sammy Marcy said they're called bobcats because they have a really short tail. Yeah.
Lynx,
Jeff Curry
lynx,
had a bear
lynx
cub was
has got,
taken by his parents' house.
but a lynx has got short tail too.
Yeah.
Know that?
Yeah, lynx. It's a souped up
It's
wildcat.
basically the same animal, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or does the lynx have no tail?
Wow, we don't
yeah,
have lynxes.
yeah.
We don't
No,
have
it's true.
lynxes over here. We don't have
No,
lynxes
you
over
don't.
here.
You know, you
Another,
don't. You only
another
have like
dangerous animal. Wow,
Dave
No,
so
floating
have,
his
dangerous.
ground. The's no
you
furry
have
long
you have
cat things
lethal.
over there.
No. Dave's got lethal kangaroos. You know, kick everybody in the nuts. That's it. You know,
They got
and
spiders.
Well, only
Big as
if you
paper
invade
plates.
their territory.
yeah, and you got
Telling you.
big
Yeah.
spiders. You got spiders.
Dave, we
Yeah,
got
Hello,
every
dangerous one. How are
country's
you
got
doing?
spiders.
Daryl. Oh yeah, Daryl.
He's muted.
Yeah, I see that.
You're muted,
Oh.
Daryl.
You're
gotta
muted,
unmute
dangerous.
yourself.
Press the button, dangerous. Unmute, dangerous.
Nah,
What the
I
fuck
don't
is
think
Or
he's
not.
listening.
he might be on a phone call or something.
Mm.
You
He
know.
might be on the loo. He could be doing
Or
anything.
he,
He
or he
might
could
have
be
the
on
back.
the loo.
He's doing number
Yeah.
2 in the
I
snow
prefer
in
to
Hawaii.
think he's on the phone or something.
Yeah.
Important
Well,
phone
He's
call or
not
something.
doing number 2 in the snow in Hawaii. That's for sure. He's not doing that.
That's true. You're not.
Yeah.
Has
He's
it
not
ever
being
snowed in
taken in.
Hawaii? Has it ever snowed in Hawaii? In Hawaii?
Yeah, it
Hawaii.
does. Yeah, it has actually. I mean, they have snow. They have actually a mountain full of snow there, in the Big Island.
I was thinking they had a snow-capped mountain, but I wasn't sure in my head.
Yeah,
No,
we don't have
but they
snow
like,
here, but we have
they have like,
snow-capped mountains.
but they have like they have snow snakes in Hawaii that would bite you in the ass there. You know?
What?
Yeah,
What?
I'm telling you, Dave, it's a thing. They try to crawl up your
So
butt.
another
You're freezing
another
to death.
American dangerous
Like it.
animal.
There
Another
you are,
dangerous animal.
Hello, dangerous.
It does
Okay.
snow here, but we got a few snowflakes around here.
Oh yeah.
Snowflakes. Oh, well done. Yeah, well done.
Oh,
Are you getting ready to? Are you getting ready to go to Greenland now, Daryl, to fight for Trump?
You know what? I mean, when I hear this sort of shit, it's like this is exactly what Putin did. You know, start taking over countries. I mean, invading
Go
sovereign
back
countries.
further. Go back further. Go back further than Putin.
And by the way, a lot of people don't realize. Do you know how much natural resources Greenland has? They have incredible oil deposits. Do you think he really gives
It's
a
not
shit
just
about
that.
the ice? They got
I was
incredible
asked-
oil deposits.
I was
That's all.
asked on this show 2 weeks ago, what's so good about Greenland? They have got the second biggest load of rare element minerals
rare
in
earth
the world.
elements.
And Trump knows it. He knows it, and that's
Musk
why he
wants
wants
it.
it.
So we're
Musk
just going to
wants
rape and pillage and just take it. that the idea?
You know what?
I mean,
why
back
is
in the
he
old
any
days, that's
different
what
than
they call
Putin
it.
taking over? Why is he any different than Putin taking over Ukraine if he wants to take over Canada, take
Yeah.
over the Panama Canal, invade Mexico, take over Greenland? I mean, to me, that
It's
sounds like
all on the, yes, invade Mexico. Yes. He
it's
wants
no
to push the
different
water
than
back
what
on
we're
that shit.
Right.
doing.
I still say it's a distraction from something else you're doing over on
It
the
is,
left. They're doing
Dave.
something else somewhere else. This is
But
all
it
just
points
talk
to,
and distraction.
yeah. 'Cause I
I know
don't think
what
we're gonna
Don
send the
Jr. is over
military to
there
capture
now, right?
Greenland.
Don
I
Jr.
just,
is over there right now. Somebody should just go ahead and take him and put him into one of those ice hole bores and then go ahead and plug it.
yeah.
He's John. You remember what the Pathfinders were? Remember the Pathfinders in the World War II?
Yep.
They
I
go
do.
out
Oh,
there before the troops.
Yep.
They go out before the troops and hang
right.
around there for a couple of weeks and suss out the
Yeah, recon.
movements and all that. The
Yeah.
recon, yeah, bivouac. That's what he's doing. I'll go out there, Dad. Give me a set of those thermal binocular
It,
shit things and a lot of cocaine. I'll sit in the bush for a while.
if it has anything to do with rare metals or rare minerals,
I promise you, it is, John. That's
he,
the.
he's
It
got
is the
for
second.
what his
Oh, it
own
does.
his own
That came
private
right from
benefit
Elon.
could
They
be.
came right from Elon. He needs that shit, you know?
Yes, but
Yeah,
chips.
exactly.
You have the
Exactly.
best computer chips with that shit.
I think Denmark
Which,
is going to
by
have
the
a real
way,
fucking problem with that. I think Denmark's going to
Yeah, I
have a
think
real
Denmark
fucking
might have a little
problem
something to
with
say
that.
about it.
Yeah.
It's a
I
territory
think the
of
whole
Denmark.
EU, the
I think
NATO's
all.
going to have a real serious issue about that.
I
NATO,
think
we're going to
all.
be at odds with them because
And,
they're
I
going to
think
go,
all
fuck
Europe.
you, America.
I think all Europe's gonna have a problem with this shit. All of Europe.
Oh
All
yeah,
of Europe is gonna have a
Yeah.
problem.
Denmark is a part of the European Union. So
Yeah,
Connect
yeah.
the
if you
mundo.
attack Denmark,
yeah,
you attack the
attack
whole
against one is
European
attack
Union.
against all.
So I mean,
Are you
and the
shaking
European
hands
Union
with
has got
me,
500
baby?
million people. So
Yeah.
Hey,
let him do it. Let's see how far he will get. You know, the UK and France, they have nuclear weapons. So I mean,
let's just hope it doesn't come to that. Thank God. Oh God, please
I
no.
don't know. I don't. But I mean,
Did,
if it's
no.
going to
did
come
you see
down
that?
to it, you know,
By the way,
it's,
did you guys watch when the vote was actually tallied yesterday, and that smirky little childish fuck called Mike
Yes, I
Johnson
did.
sitting
With
there?
the smirk
Did you
on his
watch his
face.
fucking face?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
That was.
did. Yes, I did.
And then there was this guy named,
Johnson
he's the
sitting
senator
right next
of
to her
Nebraska.
with a
When he was
shit-eating
being
grin on his
sworn in,
face.
he would not shake fucking Kamala's hand. He wouldn't even look at her.
Didn't even
That
look at her.
Fisher guy
He's
from
he's a
Nebraska.
racist. He's a
He is a
well-known
racist.
racist. Yeah.
I saw that, and I'm going, what a piece of
Yeah,
shit. His wife fucking
yeah.
shook Kamala's hand.
Don't have to
He
say
wouldn't
who you
even
are. You
look at
show
her. Wouldn't
you
even.
who
She
you
put
are.
her hand out, and he fucking tucked his arm next to him, and he just kind of moved right on, like, you don't even
Yeah.
exist. It's just pathetic. It's a bunch of
It's
fucking
who
children.
they are. It's who they become.
Yeah.
They're ate up with themselves. Anyway, let me call this donation out because I'm just tickled that the kids in there. T Rock in the house came in with a $20 donation and said, "Welcome back, John. Orange Hitler and the rest of the fascists can eat it." T Rock, good to see you in there. He's helped me a whole lot. He's sent me medicine
Well, he got
for
two things right in that statement. He got two things right in that statement.
what?
Hitler, and Trump.
Now, Dave, you aren't
Yeah,
trying to
it's like-
compare Hitler to Trump, are you? Or Trump to Hitler?
I've been
you,
doing
Dave?
that for the last. I've been doing that
Yeah.
for 6 years, 8 years.
I
Yes,
swear, he
he's a
follows the same
fascist
playbook.
Hitler.
He sells hate. That's what Hitler did.
Hate division. Hate
And hate
division.
and division, baby.
I mean,
That's it.
well,
Divide
He
and
was
conquer.
Christ
It's
of our
the oldest
time.
trick in the book.
But
And that's
no,
what
it's
Donnie
not
did.
surprised.
He divided
I mean,
this nation and
But
conquered it.
Trump's father was a German. You know, come on. I mean, why
Because-
would he be a Nazi? Why wouldn't Trump be a Nazi? He came from
Exactly.
Germany. He came from Germany.
Well,
And
his
you've got
grandfather did.
apartheid
His
Musk.
grandfather
You've got
opened up-
apartheid
Well, there's a
Musk
lot of
there
Germans
too.
I don't consider
He's the third
Nazis.
generation.
He had
He's
to
third
work at it.
generation. Yeah,
Yeah.
his grandfather immigrated here, and he opened up whorehouses in Seattle. That's who his grandfather was, and then Dad was a big, magnate as far as real estate in New York City. But his grandfather, Trump's grandfather, came to America from Germany, and he opened up fucking whorehouses in Seattle. That was his business.
You know how deceptive his father was? When his father was alive in his last couple of years of life,
That was
they
during
all
World
thought,
War I.
the Trump family all thought that they were, worth, a couple $100 million, $150 million, $200 million. When he passed away, they found out that Mr. Trump is worth around about $2 billion, which they had no idea. That's why Donald wanted to do the big grab and wipe out the rest of the family from having any claim on it. It was
Oh, by
$2
the way, let me
billion.
throw this in too. It was during World War One that Trump's grandfather came to the United States. They kicked him out of Germany because he would not fight the war. They said,
That was the war.
get the fuck out of the country. When he wouldn't fight World War One, they said, then you're not part of our country anymore. So he had to immigrate somewhere because Germany wouldn't have it
That
because
would
he
have
wouldn't
been
fight
fear
World
of
War One.
death. That would have
He
been
was
fear of death. He's like Donnie. Donnie's a coward. You stand up at Donnie's having a punch you in the face, he'll drop to the floor before you hit him.
his,
Oh,
his
he's a paper
grandpa was in
tiger.
Canada
He's
for a
a
while
fucking
too.
paper tiger.
He's
There's a
got
good word for that
his
guy.
followers thinking he's Superman. Are you shitting
He's
me?
a paper tiger.
He
You can
is.
punch a fucking hole right through him.
He's got lawyers, is what he has.
Yeah.
You touch
Yeah.
him,
Didn't want
he'll
to
sue
go.
the fuck out of you.
He didn't want to go. Do you remember that when he was in France? He didn't want to go to the graveyard for the fallen World War II soldiers
Memorial, right?
because it was raining. It was
Yeah, he didn't want to
raining.
get his hair wet. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, important thing there is hair. Don't want to be
He
missing
didn't want
that
the
out.
orange
Shit.
going down his face, leaking down his face. He didn't want the orange.
No,
He
would
let
have
me,
made
want the
the
orange.
Hey,
would
let me
have
send
made
out
the
a
That's
thank
why
you
he
orange.
would
real
have worn
quick.
the mask. When he went to the
Right.
3M, when he went to the 3M company during COVID, he had put a mask on and he was going to do an interview and he went to pull it off and one of his aides went and said, "Hey, look, your makeup's all on the straps." And he goes, "Hell with that. I'm not wearing this thing ever again."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
the
makeup
water,
got
the
on the
water would
strap
make
on his
his makeup.
3M.
Yeah, the
No
water would make
bullshit.
his makeup run down his fast. Remember Giuliani out the front of not
Oh,
Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani. He's been in the
The
news
Four
lately.
Seasons. The Four Seasons.
Yeah, what's his latest
Yeah.
Not
move?
the hotel. Not the
Judge
hotel,
laid it
but
on his
the
ass.
Oh
what
yeah,
was
I'm
it?
glad.
Contempt of court.
the landscape thing.
His
Yeah.
What's
phone.
that,
The
Miss
landscape
Chick?
company.
Landscape.
He was in trouble for not paying what he owes,
Yeah.
so he's in contempt of court.
Yeah.
And Trump.
Should it?
Yeah, you notice when those ladies that got his apartment or whatever in New York City, they got there, they got the key, they opened the door, and everything was stripped out of it. DiMaggio's fucking, autograph jersey, all the rings, all the watches. He had cleaned the place out before they could take possession. Now they're going, where is all this shit? And then the motherfucker shows up in Miami and owning or driving Lauren Bacall's fucking Mercedes Benz that he owes those ladies. He was down there, so the
I
guy's
won't be happy until that man's on the street with a cardboard sign. He did it to
Exactly.
himself.
Me neither.
He used to
Pushing
be America's
shopping.
mayor right after
Wow.
9/11. Big guy.
America's
And
mayor.
look what that man did to
Wouldn't
himself.
that
All of them.
kind of
All
be
of them.
karma if he was homeless in New
Ye-
York?
Yeah,
Yep.
it would be karma. And I'd love
And it'd be
every
great if
damn
he
minute of it.
got raped by a Venezuelan.
Hey, let me send out a thank you to Rose Lakota, who came in with a $20 Canadian donation and said, "In loving memory of President Jimmy Carter from Canada, but while we're still free."
Well, that's
Yeah,
worth
you better-
$19.97.
Hold on your britches, Rose Lakota. Donnie has this way, hell, we'll invade Canada too. Shit, It's sad. It is.
sad.
You got like
to watch
you
that
got an angel
press
You-
conference
you,
today.
You had like a living saint who just died now. He's
Yes.
lying. Yeah, I'm talking about Trump. No, I'm not talking about Carter. I mean, that
Yes.
guy, he was like a living saint. He
The
did,
epitome of honor and integrity.
Yeah.
And Trump
And then
to
you
be
have
such a fucking little bitch. By the way, I realize that the GOP, they're all a bunch of Karens. You know, and that's not a slight on an actual person whose name is Karen, but we all know what a Karen is. They're a bunch of Karens. And the fact that he was going, I don't like it, the fact that the flag is going to be at half-mast during my inauguration.
I'm calling it. I'm telling you. On January 20th, when he's sworn in, he's going to order the flags put full staff to be raised.
That goes against our tradition.
Huh?
Completely against America's tradition. It's 30 days for
he don't give a shit about our traditions. He doesn't give a shit about the country.
But isn't it fitting to have the flag? Isn't it fitting to have the flag fly at half mast when he's sworn in?
I think it's great. I think it's a sign of distress.
It's a sign,
you know. It's
fly
like, it upside down.
If it's flying up, if it's flying upside down, it's distress.
Well, can I just say this? Did you see that Pope Francis made a statement? Pope Francis said that Trump is not a Christian.
He's not.
That was Pope.
Is that like news breaking?
Trump's reply was that Pope Francis is not a very good pope. He's done this, he's done that, and started what he does normally, character assassination on the Pope. Well, that didn't go down too well, let me tell you.
What a fucking idiot.
The Pope just needs to tell him. Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you.
I'll actually, I'm going to share it on Discord now so you can, see that the Pope told
Who here in this room is going to pay $100,000 to go pray with Trump and Melania before the inauguration in a church?
He said no Christian puts up borders and creates the issues that Trump creates.
I'd almost pay $100,000 just to watch Trump as soon as he steps in a church catch on fire.
Yeah, well, that's my bid for religion. You want me to believe in God? Yeah, bolt of lightning right now would do a whole lot to get me to. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish I had that kind of peace, but I don't.
The guy, Reverend Ed, he talked about the fact that Trump is charging $100,000 to go to church with him and pray with him and Melania. He goes, that's so sacrilegious. He goes, churches are open to the public. You don't charge money. Jesus never charged money. He threw all the money changers out of the
there you go with that Jesus nice stuff. We're going back to the Old Testament where,
No, we're talking about New Testament. He threw all the money changers out of the temple. He goes, how do you defile my father's temple? That's exactly the same thing Trump is doing by charging $100,000 to come pray with him and fucking Melania. What a...
I wouldn't doubt if he was Trump Bible.
That was last week. With Trump, that's old news now.
Yeah,
that's old news now. You got to look for new news every hour with Trump. Something every hour.
By the way, I got back yesterday. I was over in California. I was actually in 2 states on the first day of this year. I was in Hawaii, and then I had to fly to California for a memorial. And I flew back yesterday. And you know what's interesting? I flew back to Maui yesterday, and yesterday was my 33rd anniversary. That was the exact same day that I flew to Maui 33 years ago to live here. So it was kind of...
So you've been in Maui for 33 years.
Yeah, I was flying back on my anniversary. I came back to Maui yesterday on the exact same day that 33 years earlier I had moved here. So
I was there.
That's kind of cool. I thought that was cool. I was telling the flight attendant that, oh, you know what? You know when you go to a restaurant and you tell them it's your anniversary or birthday and they come out and they give you an extra dessert or something like that because it's a special day.
Right.
I was hoping that the flight attendants would go, oh, it's your anniversary? This is the first day. This was the day.
Yeah.
Oh, come up to first class. It didn't work. But anyway, it was worth a try, right? I think they threw me an extra bag of peanuts.
Well, that's something, Daryl.
Oh, by the way, and this is another interesting thing about my trip there. At first, I had a Jeep from the car rental place, and then my wife goes, your mom, who's 85, she is never going to be able to get up in this Jeep. Go trade it back in at the airport and get another vehicle that's got a lower profile. I go back to the airport, and I trade the car in, and they ended up giving me, first the wife is going, well, they gave us a hybrid Jeep before, which I thought was interesting because I never drove a hybrid in my life. You go to hit the button and the engine doesn't turn over because it's electric,
Right.
So that was kind of weird getting used to. But the car that they gave me, I was so blown away. It's like the wife goes, whatever we do, I hope they don't give us a Tesla because we don't want to support Elon. And she goes, we've only ridden in one in an Uber ride. She goes, I thought it was really plastic and a piece of shit. Guess what they
go to
fucking
Las
gave
Vegas,
me?
damn near every other Uber's a Tesla.
A Tesla, right. Guess what they
Yeah.
fucking gave me? I felt like I was a VIP. They gave me a Genesis fucking G80 electric car. And I told the
I have
wife,
no idea
I
what
go,
that is.
holy shit. I go, how much does this car cost? And she looked it up online. She goes, it costs $79,999. This thing had heated it drove itself. And it was like 10 times better than any fucking Tesla. This thing was a luxury car, leather, even air blew up through the
Damn.
seats.
Sounds like you made out.
Oh, it was cool. It had a fucking display. The whole fucking windshield was actually a computer screen to where it projected how many miles per hour you were doing. It was self-driving. I had never been in a better luxury car in my fucking life.
It's the future.
Realized, holy
It's
shit,
the
I'm
future.
driving $80,000
You know, I used to be more enthused about the future until I went to Vegas. Went to Vegas.
Right.
Boy,
Right.
I can tell you,
that'll change it, right?
talking about ride to the airport, yeah, we were picked up and taken to the plane with Bones. Bones, the limo came, picked us up, and we didn't go through security or nothing. You just go through a gate and drive right out to the freaking airplane. Anyway.
How can you not be impressed with Vegas? I mean, it's an impressive place. My brother lives in Henderson, just south of it. I mean, it's a cool place. I like Vegas.
Well, it depends if you're a winner or you loser, how impressive it is.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
It's true.
Well, I was a winner. I was a winner on the whole damn trip. That was
It is the
that was you
entertainment
talk about a
capital of the
trip
world.
that
It's the
that was
entertainment
way out of my
capital.
league. That was
Well,
a
at
trip
least
of a
you got
lifetime.
yourself, at least you got yourself a cup of coffee after 4 days, John.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took me 4
finally.
days.
Using
4 days
what?
to figure out. Just go sit at a slot machine and they'll bring you coffee. Don't have to go stand in line at Starbucks with everybody trying to get their
Typical
morning milkshake,
Democrat.
I guess.
Too slow on the uptake.
Yeah.
And that's been the downfall of democracies. The Democrats been too slow on the uptake and too little with the aggression. They've
I heard
been
somebody
nice.
yesterday
They've
mention
played it nicely, and
Yeah.
they've played it like
I had a
You
story
are
about
so
Vegas.
correct. I heard somebody
Forgot.
state it so well yesterday. They said, Democrats, we play by the rules where the other side doesn't. He goes, that's going to change really soon. We're going to quit being so damn civil and we're going to play because America is changing. If they want to play that way, we can
I don't
fucking
wanna
play
play
that
that
way
way, though.
10 times worse than they play. You know what I mean? We can
Well,
quit.
hang
we
on
can
a
throw
The way
second.
they
lights out the
play,
door.
though, is
Remember
by
this.
lying and
Remember-
cheating and
Trump has control
dastardly
of information. Trump has control of all information. It goes out to the people. The only real information you're going to get is from the
I don't think
podcasters
he's
you
in charge
trust
of Midas
and
Touch.
MSNBC. Well, no, that's what I
Yeah.
just said. The only information you're going to get, you can rely on, is the podcasters you trust and MSNBC. But the rest of them, Trump controls. CNN, ABC, True Social, X,
I'm not going to argue with you.
Facebook.
You know?
So how are you going to tell this information? How are you going to get it out
Because you got
there?
to watch independent media, period. That's what it's come down to. All these major news organizations,
It's
even
not enough. It's not
MSNBC,
enough.
Yeah,
they turned
well,
into
you're taking away.
like Don Henley's dirty laundry. What bleeds sells. What bleeds leads. Right? I mean, they're
entertainment
all
for the
just
masses.
fucking
That's what we're
entertainment.
talking about. The same way our politics has become. It's entertainment. It's not about
That's
the
all.
issues or what's better for our
No.
country. It's some bullshit.
The days of
That's
Walter
what they're
Cronkite
good
are
at.
long gone. Yeah, the days of Walter Cronkite are long gone.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't get
they're gone, long gone,
long
long
gone.
gone.
They went out with Edward
Now it's
Norton.
whatever shiny object that he comes up with.
When
And
John
today's
Lennon
presser
left,
was a prime example of it. They let him go on
Just-
and on and on
Right.
about
Read the
when-
word
bullshit.
Don Henley's Dirty Laundry. Every single fucking word that's written in that song, Dirty Laundry, is so true. I mean,
the writing was on the wall
blah,
when Don
blah.
Lemon left CNN. right? When Don Lemon left CNN, that was the writing on the wall. And when those two assholes from Morning Joe flipped and shit themselves,
Right.
that
When
was
they went
the
down to
final
kiss the
straw.
ring.
Yeah.
I
I don't know if they did though. I think that they wanted to make nice, Mika and fucking Joe. I think they wanted to make nice with Trump to go ahead and get an inroad so that they can then use that against him
Fuck that.
somewhere down the road. Because if you're not,
Nah,
then you're outside
You're
the
scared.
bubble. They
Yeah,
got
you're
inside
scared.
the bubble.
You're scared. You're
and
more
now they
worried
can
about
come
your
back
ratings than you are about the integrity of your
Exactly.
show.
And he said some nasty stuff. He really got into Trump. He ranted about Trump really badly.
Yeah, do you
So
think
he
Trump's
would
ever going to give him the time of
Who,
day?
Joe? Joe did?
Trump reveled in the fact that they went down there to kiss the ring, along with a lot of other people.
I think it was a mole operation. If you want my truth, I mean, I believe it was a mole operation. They infiltrated.
remember, he's a Republican. Joe's a Republican, and Mika are both Republicans.
But he's your grandfather's Republican.
I seen
He
the
ain't
comment.
the new age Republican.
That's true.
I think
But
that they were
still
moles. I
want
think that they
ratings.
went down there just to go ahead and break the bubble and make sure that they still had an invite. So in the future, they still have that invite available. And they sure in the hell don't want to end up in prison or in front of a fucking military tribunal like Trump has planned with Canadian Adam Schiff and everybody else. Let's see how far the military tribunal was. That ain't gonna fucking fly very far. You know what I mean? But that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could want one end, shit in the other. Hey, let me thank Keith Thompson, because that Marine came in with a $5 donation and said, Can Minnesota succeed to Canada? Yeah, but the problem there, Keith, is Canada's just going to become the 51st state, so you just, we keep it at 50 then. If Minnesota succeeded to Canada, that'd take us to 49, and then we annex
that blue
Canada.
state?
That would take us back to 50.
Minnesota blue?
Don't have to change flag, see? Yeah. Trump's a forward thinker that way, That way we save money on not having to change flag.
Is there any Democratic states on the border of Canada? Which Democratic states are on the border of Canada? Which blue states?
Well,
Let's see. There's a lot.
Michigan and Wisconsin have been known to go blue. Can't remember the map.
They could threaten Trump, by saying, well, we may succeed, and you go down to 48 states,
Yeah, let's just start a thing and everybody starts succeeding from the union.
Yeah.
I think we have better solutions possible.
There were people on Capitol Hill. I don't know. I put a couple clips up. Cliff Cash comedy. The guy is fucking funnier than shit, but he's been very serious during the last few days. They went up to the Lincoln Memorial and they were putting a call out to everybody to join them, because as soon as the new Congress was voted in, they went and they knocked on every fucking rep's door and they told them to uphold the oath, 14th Amendment, Clause 3, because that's spelled out very clearly. As far as an insurrectionist, it doesn't only say being an insurrectionist, but it says being part of an insurrection. And you don't get fake electors together weeks before the fucking actual January 6th day. If
Shit.
you are not planning something. So he is, and they
told
him, hey, you took the fucking oath, uphold the Constitution. Why should you ignore the 14th Amendment Clause 3? So they were up there knocking on people's doors, standing in the freezing fucking cold out at the Lincoln fucking Memorial, talking to people, telling them we got to get these people, because it's like if you had one fucking bullet left in your gun, you would want to make sure that you tried to shoot the person coming at you. If you only had one bullet, nothing ventured, nothing gained. That was kind of their attitude. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but you know what? It's like we still got fucking 2 weeks. So, I mean, really, Congress should uphold the 14th Amendment, Clause 3. It's very clearly stated. Read it again.
It is. I think we've all read it. Forward and backwards and sideways. His election was confirmed by Congress.
Read it right now.
It's a done deal.
If anybody's got it. Clause 3.
That's what we wonder. That's what we wonder in the outside world is, you have these rules. They're written there for a reason.
Yes.
And we wonder why aren't you acting on it? What's got you scared to act on it?
Right.
MAGA.
It's clearly
MAGA.
stated. It's clearly stated. Well, once you take the oath, if you're an insurrectionist, he took the oath in fucking 2016. And so he already took the fucking oath. Trump did. And then he's part of an insurrection. So it's clearly stated. If anybody has a pocket constitution, pull it out right now and read it to everybody. Very clearly. Read it, please, for all of us, if you don't mind, John.
No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an official officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability.
There's
yes,
a couple
it's
ors
there.
In there, aren't there? There's a couple ors in that sentence, aren't there? It's insurrectionist or part of.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So it's
Ms.
clearly stated. I don't know. That's in plain fucking. That's in dried ink we trust, brother. I mean, it's in plain fucking English.
We keep beating this dead horse, but is there anything in there that says an insurrection has to be declared by Congress?
No.
No, it just says anybody
so who
engaged in
decides that
insurrection.
it's an actual insurrection for there to be insurrectionists?
We all know
the decision.
Life as it happened. It was an insurrection. They tried to overthrow the vote.
But who makes that distinction?
Well,
because they say it was
down,
a peaceful gathering.
but for Congress by a vote of 2/3 of each house.
It doesn't say you have to be convicted of an insurrection.
I didn't say anything about conviction.
I
said who makes the determination that it was an actual insurrection?
Speaker of the House, I suppose.
Shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same.
I think Missy,
right,
I think January 6th would have been classified as a rebellion.
There's people that are sitting in jail right now because
we can look at it and say it was an insurrection, but who is the one that determines that?
Why did 1,000 people already go to prison? Why are there still like 1,100 of them that are waiting to be sentenced?
Well, they were destroying a Capitol building is why they're going.
There's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions. But the reality is, like I said, he was certified just yesterday by Congress. He's going to be president. There's no magic thing that we're going to pull out of this book, out of our Constitution, that's going to prevent that.
He knows it.
And he knows it. He knows it.
He knows it.
So this battle, as much as we want to wage it, and as much as it holds.
Okay, one at a time, please.
Yeah, when you take the oath, you don't take it just for part of the Constitution. It's the whole thing.
It's the whole damn thing. Believe me, I took the oath. I took the oth.
I did too.
And I know what it means.
So, I know
but
exactly
it doesn't mean the same thing to everybody.
No.
You know,
the oath to you, John, and other people means is you follow your leader. The oath to the leader is he's faithful to the Constitution.
Correct. That's his boss. That's his boss.
Yeah.
Correct.
Hey, I want to thank, because it didn't come through on the thing, because I don't know why. But Let the Sun Shine Through came in with a $2 donation with a parrot character turning around, waving his hand, saying, "Hey, you," while lowering his glasses. Just want to get that in there because I noticed it. Oh, well, Lord, yes. You know, we're looking at a situation where we're all going to see something none of us want to see. We're all going to be party to something we don't want to happen. He's going to be president. He's going to be sworn in.
One and all, we're all going to suffer.
The only thing you can stop him from doing.
We will as a nation.
The only thing you can stop him from doing is going to war, and you got to rely on Congress being strong there. But you can stop him from going to war if the people stand up. If the people want war, then you're screwed. But I don't think the people want war. I don't think you want to send your sons and daughters off to war.
I don't think America's at that point that we want to send our sons and daughters off to another war. We've done that time and time again. You know what it
think
does?
Americans would
Costs
feel
American
about
lives. That's what it does.
better?
Yep.
Outside of that, it
Yep.
doesn't do shit.
Are we going to
And
call
money.
military law to where our military then fights us? Do you think Americans are going to want to fight and kill?
That's your
another
biggest
American?
challenge. Will Trump pull
That's
the
what we
National
discussed
Guard
the other
out
day, the
against the
fact
people?
of what the chain of command means. If he gives an unlawful order, will the oath stand true? Will it be enforced? Will people stand up?
Yep.
And I believe it's somewhere down the line, if it comes down to the last fucking soldier who says, fuck no, I ain't doing this shit. This is bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And we've
Well,
had
we hope
enough
people have a
people
conscience.
die for bullshit reasons.
We hope
That's what the whole
people have-
fucking
What did
thing
you
from
get-
Afghanistan
what did you get-
into fucking Iraq was.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
What did you get out of it? What did you get out of
Nothing.
Afghanistan?
We got a bunch of dead fucking Americans, and it's still going on
Yep.
today. Ain't
Yep.
that
What did
fucking
you get out of
changed?
Vietnam?
We're still under
What did you
threat
get out
over
of
there.
Vietnam?
And a lot more
What
dead
did you
Afghans.
get? What did you
Yeah.
get out of Vietnam?
Nothing.
20 years of pain.
Yeah, more than 20 years because it's still
Well,
painful.
and then you invade the wrong country that knocked down your towers. You didn't invade fucking Saudi Arabia. You
That
invaded
was
fucking
on
Saddam
Bush.
Hussein.
Yeah,
Of course,
well,
we
thank
would
you
what
to
can I
the
say,
Bush.
Dave? Money buys influence,
That's right.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
You-
All 19.
Or
Yeah.
even on the world stage, it does.
Yeah. Every
But
fucking.
there's got to be a
bomber-
point where the people say enough's enough of this fucking war shit. You know, enough is enough.
From your mouth.
Trust me,
Dave.
when I was over there in the Middle East, we all really started to question what the fuck we were there for. You know?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. What did the soldiers think when they were over there of the president and his way he's doing things and sending him off to war?
I know what
Because
they're
I,
thinking.
the soldiers
They hope they
I
fucking
hear
live
of-
another fucking day. They're not
During those
interested in
days,
fucking
George
politics.
W. Bush was
They're worried
not
about
very well admired among
Yeah.
a bunch of people I was around. George W. Bush, we talked a bunch of fucking stink about him. There were people that were going, there were some people that were just naive greenhorns. They were just go hung. But there were a bunch of older people that I was around, and they were going, what the fuck are we really doing here?
Hey,
You know?
guys, you were there. You were there under the guise of training the police over there, training the defense force over there, so they
Yeah.
can keep the peace over there. But when you end up fighting the fucking war for them and shooting the opposition for them, you didn't train. Their police were cowards. They ran. Most of their police. They took
Let me
off
tell
when
you
the
a quick
shooting started.
story. Let me tell you a quick story, okay? This is a fact. Fucking right about when the whole Afghan, we were thinking about we're not going to win a war against Afghani. They've been fighting wars for thousands of years from the caves. It was fucking Trump that went and invited the Taliban to Camp David. Which
Yes,
was
that's right.
insane. And he made a deal with them. And get this, we're the ones, the Americans, we put the fucking Taliban on C-130s and C-133s, and we flew them into fucking Pakistan to get them out of the country. And you know what? There were commanders that were in the Air Force at that time that had been 40-year fucking veterans. They quit their fucking job. They go, this is bullshit. Why are we taking the fucking enemy and moving them over the fucking border? And so just so that as soon as we leave, they can come back. There were people that left their fucking job, resigned. They thought, this is bullshit. Why are we removing the enemy
That's why
over to
Millie-
another
that's why-
country
that's why
border?
Millie and all of them were
Because
trying to
Trump
because
was
they like,
scared.
fuck that.
He was scared of them. If he's got an enemy and he's scared that he's going to be attacked by them, so I'll suck up to the enemy and make them my friends. A coward makes your enemies
price
your
of
friend.
life, a gallon of gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, Greg.
Yeah. Very
That's
true.
what it's all about. It's about the almighty fucking dollar.
That's why
But he's
still
dragged
controls it.
America. He's dragged
And
America down.
the whole Afghan retreat, that was all spelled out by Trump.
That was,
He closed
yeah,
all the
that was
businesses,
because
left all
Trump
of our
made a damn
military
deal and
shit
emptied out the
behind.
fucking prisons right before
Yep.
Joe Biden took over.
Yep.
Talk about
Right.
We
leaving a lot
remember
of
that.
equipment and all that shit. That was Trump did that
all on
shit.
paper. He wrote that shit out. And then
And
he
yet today,
complains about the
he
allegation.
complains about the transition from Joe Biden. Are you
He's the one
shitting me?
that wrote it. And Biden just followed what he had written out, I mean, closing all the bases, leaving all of our equipment behind, only leaving the last air
Do
base
you want to know
where
the
the Abbey
truth?
Gate
You
shot.
want to know
No,
the
Jenny
truth?
Love, you heard
You
right.
did
We
not
talked
leave
about
all that
Judge
equipment
Cannon.
behind. You
Yeah.
did not give them millions of dollars in equipment, because I've seen that many videos where every last freaking Humvee that was loaded, and what wasn't loaded was vehicles that are in repair and maintenance. They scavenged the
Well,
parts
we
off
tried
them
to blow
and
up
burnt them.
everything we could. I mean, we tried
They
to blow
did.
up
They burnt them.
helicopters and shit we weren't bringing back, so it was
The
unusable.
only
But there was
thing you
stuff that was
left
still
there,
left.
the only thing you left there were buildings that you built. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
There was
all you
equipment
left.
that was left. There was equipment that was left. Trust me, there was.
There was some
I
left.
trust.
They did
I
decommission
We
a
didn't
lot of
pack
shit.
it all up and put it
I
in a
trust
nice package with a bow
DW.
on it. No.
DW
Right.
is a German news program, which is as big as CNN, like CNN is in America. DW have a documentary. Look it up, and they
Oh.
will on the ground with the troops, the last troops that are leaving, and you see them walking through the sites, and it's just dust, and only your buildings were left there, and the Humvees were burning because they were useless. There was seriously, guys.
Well, this has
Don't
been a
believe that
wonderful
rhetoric.
walk down memory lane. For
But John,
But
Anyway.
I
it
just
still costs you $1 trillion. It's still, I don't know if it's $1
it
trillion or
costs us
more,
more than that.
but and lives. It costs you more
It
than
costs
that.
lives. It costs lives, Dave.
all right.
Well, there
John,
were
can
more
I
people
can I
that
can I
wounded
mention
than
something?
died. I mean, people came
Daryl,
back with, lots of wounds and fucking mental fucking wounds. I mean, what was,
And
PTSD.
Trump will take all that aid away
Yeah,
for your
war is not
vets
healthy
suffering
for
from stress.
children or other living things. Yeah, it's
All those
an
vets
old
that come
saying.
back from Afghanistan, Trump will cut their benefits so they won't get mental health, and they'll be running around killing people because they can't control their mental health. It's all going to be a vicious circle.
Oh,
If he takes the vets that are stressed from
he could
war,
give two
takes
shits about the
that mental
vets.
health away, and their medication costs a fortune. They can't
Yep.
afford it.
Nope. A lot of them end up
And
homeless
and
with a
that's
45
what they
in their
voted
hand.
for, Dave.
What they voted for. That's right.
Yeah,
It's all a
we've
fucking
seen
facade
that.
with him.
We've seen that, and that's why our jaws are hitting our asses.
Well,
Our
look at the poor
jaws
guy
fell out
that
of our
drove the
mouths.
Cybertruck into the Trump Hotel on New Year's Eve. He was a
I'm-
fucking ex-special forces guy that had PTSD.
He was active
He figured
duty. He
if
wasn't
you
ex. He
read
was
his
active duty.
manifest, yeah, he was active duty. He was a fucking
5
special
bronze
forces
stars. That guy. 5.
guy.
Five.
5. That just kills
That was
me.
a lot.
That just
He
pains
did
my
it
heart.
only because he goes, violence is the only thing that sends a message. So guess what? I have to do a fucking big spectacle to have people pay attention. He was a total Trumper, though. He
And
Yes, he
no,
voted for Trump.
that's what'll happen. That's what will happen throughout
That's how come I
America
said
with
that was the
these
message.
unstable
That was the
vets.
message. But we'll
Yep.
we'll save
because
that for
you
another
don't-
conversation.
you
We're gonna
don't
who
try
drove
to
down
wrap it
Bourbon
up.
Street and killed 20 fucking people? Who
I wanna
was it?
put-
He was an ex-army guy. He was an intelligence officer.
Yeah.
The thing I worry about is like my son's school. Like, you know what I mean? My son's in school. And I worry about somebody doing something like that next to a
It's-
school.
Of course you would.
It's
Who
a
wouldn't?
time in history that we need to worry about a lot of things. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a
It's a fucking
shame? The
shame.
greatest country on earth,
It
they
is.
call us, and we have to worry about that on our streets,
That's what I'm
in our schools, in
That's what I'm
churches. It doesn't matter. Grocery store, fucking parking lot.
Like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
You gotta look over your shoulder
Anyway, that would
nowadays.
get us into a whole new conversation. I want to thank Michael K.Y. Johnson, who came in with a $2 donation and said, fuck Donald J. Trump and play the song. Just
I just need you to shut
So we're gonna
the
play the
fuck
song,
up, 'cause
baby.
nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the
Besides
fuck
that,
up,
it
bitch.
puts a
Shut the
smile
fuck
on
up,
my
bitch.
face. Makes me
Just
wanna
shut the fuck
dance.
up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
And that's
Bow,
all
bow,
was
shut
going
the
through my
fuck
mind
up,
listening
shut
to him
the fuck up,
speak
bow,
today.
bow, shut the fuck up, shut
Trump.
the fuck up, bow,
Just
bow, shut the fuck up,
shut the
shut
fuck
the
up.
fuck up,
Talking
bow,
about
bow.
toilets. Talking about
Well, we just
Water-
got to quit playing nice. That's all I'm going to say, John. We're the nice, common
we
sense people. And
we
I
have
think,
we have to play
that
it by the book. We have to use the Constitution in Congress, and that's the only way I see forward.
What if the court
Anything
systems
else
fail us?
is huh?
What if the court systems are going to fail us, John? What are we going to do if the court systems are going to
No,
fail
but I
us?
mean,
That's
Daryl,
not-
Daryl, listen to me. We cannot act criminal because Trump does. That's just
I'm not ready to hit the streets, baby. I'm not ready to hit the streets over this shit. And I don't want to see violence in America. Period. This has to be handled by the people that we elected.
I'm glad.
It doesn't always go our way. This is the second time in a fucking row. Are you shitting me? That we had a viable candidate, that we end up with this scumbag, and we all know he's a scumbag. He's a lying sack of shit, pulls crap out of his ass all the time. He's willing to do and say anything to get favor from Putin.
You know what?
So yeah,
so much crap.
It's gonna suck.
That's why he needs to flush the toilet so many times, because he pulls so much crap out of his ass.
That's it. Why I'm guessing that he's the one flushing the toilet 10 times. If he thinks everybody else is, I don't know. I flushed once. It seems to work pretty good. I take a shower, water comes out.
I would love to see how he shampoos his hair with no water, as he said he does.
I don't know how he does that. Yeah,
he's flushing like.
Because that hair, that thing actually lives in a box when it's not on his head. It's like Cousin It. Do you remember the movie The Addams Family where it has the hair?
Cousin It.
Yeah, Cousin It.
Anyway, right before we close out the show, because I don't like to leave people with their hand up, Just Coggins.
Hey guys,
how you doing?
I'm doing well.
How's it going, Just?
Hey guys. Just watching the funeral procession earlier, so finally.
We can't hear you, mate.
I can hear him.
Damn.
Can you hear me now?
Really? I can't hardly hear him.
Yeah,
can you hear me now?
What's the dead guy out of
let him talk.
If you guys be quiet, you might be able to hear him.
Don't interrupt him all the time.
No, Ozzy Dave, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I was watching the Carter funeral earlier, so it was so great to see and I hope they keep the flag, the half staff through inauguration.
Oh, they will. They have to.
Well,
it's law.
Yeah. Well, it's a tradition. Yeah. It's 30 days. Yeah. It's a tradition that's been held, and but I doubt. I doubt very seriously
Trump's going to put something out on Truth Social. They'll say, "I want that dead guy out of the rotunda." It's so total disrespect. He'll disrespect him somehow by
he
some
does it on a daily basis.
He already did. He already made the same comment that he did with the soldiers who were injured. He's like, nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, nobody wants to see the flag at half staff. He did it today when he was bad mouthing Carter about Panama Canal. He has no fucking integrity. He has no.
He meant no one wants to see injured soldiers, John.
Huh?
He meant that no one wants to see injured and harmed soldiers.
Yeah,
exactly. But it was the exact same language regarding the flags.
Yeah, regarding the flag today in the soldiers in wheelchairs and stuff. Nobody wants to see that, and now he says nobody wants to see the flag at half staff. It's whatever comes to his mind. Whatever he wants to see is what we should want to see. It's sort of like that Kim Jong-un thing. Whatever the glorious leader wants, we should all just clap like crazy and shake our head yes and be amazed at his wisdom. That's exactly what he wants. And until he gets it, he's going to be an angry shit. So guess what? He's going to be an angry shit from now on.
Just like Hirohito from Japan, and just like Hitler from Germany, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah,
we could name dictators for half an hour. But
and Donnie wants to be on that list.
Yep. And
you can go back as far as remember the husband and wife team in the Philippines. What was their name?
Oh, Marcos. Yeah. Marcus.
He was.
I know that
they
guy.
Always end up in horrible death. Every dictator ends up in a horrible death eventually. Stalin, you name it, Gaddafi, all of them. They all end up in a horrible death.
Yep.
The people finally get so pissed off.
Watch history and see what happens.
They beat the shit out of Gaddafi. They just took him out in the desert, and everybody just
they
did.
And they wailed on the Philippines couple.
Yep.
All right, we
Mussolini.
can continue this on all night, but
Mussolini,
They all
yeah.
have horrible
We need to
deaths.
wrap
They
it
all
up,
end up-
guys.
yeah,
People
we
get
need to
pissed
wrap
off.
it up.
Maria
Yeah.
Antoinette,
All
she
right.
lost
Good
her head
night.
over.
Good
You know what?
night.
You know what?
And
This is very chaotic. Can
yes,
one person speak at a time here? Because
yeah.
it's like
Let's try that for a minute. Catman
yeah,
Keith,
yeah.
how are you, buddy?
We're all excited.
Yeah.
I know.
Catman.
Hi, John. Hi,
Hello,
John.
Catman. How you doing, buddy?
Now, I'm still a little depressed. What?
Joss, could you mute your mic, please?
I'm going to fight that Trump. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Barely though.
Just you just talk, Catman, but get closer to the mic. Okay?
Yeah, just a little.
You're a little low.
He's doing the best he can.
That's all.
He's doing the best he can. You there, Keith? It's all right, brother.
Uh-oh. You lost him.
No,
Make-
Hello?
No,
just give him a
he's
second.
there.
I think he's still there. I
He's,
think he's still there.
Watch.
We hear you.
Yeah, you just that real loud, brother.
go ahead, Keith. Everybody else, please
I-
hold.
I don't hear it.
want to watch Trump and GOP and MAGA make some fool of themselves.
Every day, Keith. Every day,
Right.
brother.
What we need to do as blue dots is point it out in their face.
That's what we try to do, buddy.
He
That's what I know you're in this fight, brother. I know you're in
point
this fight.
fingers at them and call them out.
That's what we
Call
do,
them out.
Keith. That's what we do, brother.
Every day.
Every day. We call them out. We hold a mirror up to them, Keith. Show them who they are, what they've become. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty. They've lost every bit of integrity the Republican Party ever had.
You can hold a mirror up, but I don't think they have any self-reflection.
I don't think they have any reflection at all.
They're
Yeah.
vampires.
They're vampires. They're here now to suck the blood out of this country in the form of dollars. That's exactly what the Republican Party has done. They want to
Well,
suck
Bennett,
this country blind. They want to make it into an oligarch society where the
It's
wealthy
kind of a
control.
spiritual battle too.
And-
What we're fighting for our souls here too. I believe.
We're
What they
fighting
gonna
for the
do-
soul of this nation.
I mean, it's the soul of America.
No. What they're gonna do, honestly, is they're gonna fuck around and find out. They're gonna
Well, the
fuck
fight,
around and
you
find
know,
out.
it's the same fight we had 4 years ago.
Fatally find out.
Call them out for the
Except
bullshit.
this time, it's got more on the line this time. This
Oh,
fight, this next 4 years, there's going to be more on the line than there was under his first presidency.
Yeah,
He's going to push as
this
much
is
because he doesn't have another shot at it, and he
No,
knows it.
I'm
So
I'm
it's-
I'm afraid that he's going to try to extend his presidency into a third term.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh,
He's,
yes,
he's not going to
yes,
leave.
yes, he will.
He'll write
That's
some
right.
executive order.
But we're gonna
like he
hold
loves
that for
to do.
another night because
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to close it up for the evening.
I
Just
agree.
I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
it
John, for
tremendously.
bringing
I'm
me
sorry
in.
we got here at the end.
Oh, no problem. I was running late today, but I do appreciate all the blue dots.
Well, we appreciate you coming
Yeah.
in, bub. We appreciate all the blue dots. So
Give our love to the girls.
there you go.
Always.
And let me see, AD.
What's up, brother?
Oh, appreciate you coming in.
Not much, man. It's good,
All right.
good to talk to you. Good to talk to y'all.
Good talking to you too. Take care of yourself and come back.
Always.
All right.
Always.
All right. And Dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
Thanks,
Always
my
pleasure.
friend. I appreciate
Aloha, my
every
friend.
year. I'm glad I'm back. So
There you go.
and I
We're
know
still
that
in the
a
fight,
few
brother.
I think I understand a couple of you blue dots may be coming my way. I get a message from
Really?
Mark or somebody.
Blue Dots going to Miami. I mean, to Hawaii.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
one. Somebody
How
direct
do you
messaged
get the
while I'm
invitation?
on vacation. So they said somebody that
Sure, it's
just
in the mail.
joined the room wanted to come to Maui and meet me, and I'm going, cool. So
Yeah.
anyway, we'll see how
Who
that
wouldn't
goes.
know? Who would want to go fucking Hawaii and meet you? Shit.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
By the way, did you ever
Drive
get
by
my
your house.
did
Say,
you get my
hey.
mail? Did you get my mail that I sent you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
All right,
did.
cool.
Thank you.
You did.
Thank you.
What was it?
I did, and I got this shirt today too. I forgot to call. How you like this shirt?
I can't see it. I don't
I
have you
know
on
you
YouTube.
probably can't
The
see it.
Discord. I'll look later.
It's Catzilla. It's Catzilla. Yes, it was sent to me by Pauline Hall, along with 88 pounds of cat food. So,
wow.
Bless her heart. I swear, bless her heart.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, anyway,
yes,
now
she's
you
an
always
awesome
know what
person.
day it is, right, John? With what I sent you. Plus, you also get a good view of what the heck I get to see on a daily basis.
Every
with that
day.
gang,
I know.
right?
Just rub it in my face. You know what I see? Nothing.
It's just to inspire you. It's
Nothing.
to get your butt out of here, bro.
Flat
That's
goddamn
all.
cactus and mesquite trees. That's it. Nothing. I see a
Yeah,
bunch
we'll
of deer
get
here
you.
lately.
We'll
And
get
a
you out of
bobcat.
that.
So, anyway.
Anyway, but I thank you for giving me a seat at the table, and I'm happy I'm back, and I'll be joining
right,
you
brother.
again soon.
Well, take care
All
of
right?
yourself,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you on the next one.
You do the same, my friend. Thank
You
you.
bet.
And I love y'all.
Love you back, brother. And Yelly Man,
Yeah.
thank you. Always
yeah,
enjoy
thank
your
you.
input, buddy. Always enjoy your input. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I mean it's always nice to talk to you and to hear everybody's viewpoints and stuff. And I really enjoyed your last video that you made, the rant you made yesterday. That was a really good one.
Thank
So
you. I appreciate
it
that.
feels like you're getting comfortable doing rants again, and I like that.
I'm
But I
trying, brother.
mean,
I'm
yeah.
trying.
There's one more thing I had to add. You know, I just I just noticed that Elvis Presley would have been 90 years old tomorrow had he lived. That I had to mention that because he's one of my big heroes, Elvis the King. So I just had to mention that.
He was big.
And
he was big.
And I, you know, Jimmy Carter to me, he's a true
Jimmy
patriot,
Carter will
and,
always hold a place in my heart for it, not so much as acts as president, but acts as a human being. Just as a citizen, as a member of our vast community. You know, it just
beautiful
man
human
deserves
being.
all
He
the
and
credit he can
Rosalind.
get.
Rosalind was beautiful too. I loved her.
Anyway, Yellow Man,
well,
come back and see us.
Yeah, I
All
will.
right.
See you later. Bye.
All right, bye. And Catman, Keith, brother, I appreciate you coming in.
Hey, John. Yep. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, Keith.
New system. I just wanted to say, John, you are sounding stronger, and that is a good thing because
you,
a
brother.
lot of people care about you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate
Navy,
it, brother.
You get it?
I do, Marine. I do. And I appreciate the fuck out of you. Just want you to know that, brother. I love you. Take care of yourself. You understand? And I'll do the same. We'll both get through some shit. Anyway. Catman, take care of yourself. And Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
Thank you again for a lovely evening. I appreciate it.
You already said goodnight to AD too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
No. I got it. I'm on top. I'm on top tonight.
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Yeah. Well, we do have to discuss the fact that people are using Bluetooth devices, and that just wreaks havoc in here. It does. Everybody's talking over everybody, and it sounds horrible on the other end.
We have to really watch that. This is an open table, but we should be very conscious of who's speaking and don't speak over them. Yeah.
And we have an audience of we don't know how many at any one point, and they're wondering why we're all screaming over each other, and it's ugly on that side. But anyways, John, I had a thought today.
Oh yeah.
And because of the strange circumstances we find ourselves in, and how it might be a little scary to be a Democrat right now, I want to share some shit shares, but I think I'm going to leave their last names off.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Just
it
in
does
case?
make sense. Yeah,
Okay.
because not everybody,
Yeah.
wants that name out there.
Well,
Because
it's
it is
just not
dangerous.
safe at this
It's not
point.
safe. It's an uneasy feeling now. So
It
yeah,
is.
so just first name and state.
Okay.
All right.
So we had some shit sharers, which is nice. They're liking your rants.
Well,
We had David from Indiana and Ralph from Texas, John
all
from
right.
Tennessee, Reva from West Virginia, Larry from Ontario, Canada, and Rose
Oop.
from California. See, I slipped.
It'll take a look at you.
It'll take some getting used to. Yeah, they all shared this shit though, and we thanked them for that.
That's how this shit grows, is by y'all sharing this shit. So when you share this shit, not only does the family grow and we get more family members, but you might get your name called out for being
You
a
might.
shit sharer.
Your first name, anyways.
Yeah, first name. So we don't give off any secrets out here. Yes,
Right.
it is, unfortunately, a sign of the times.
It is.
Yeah, we got to work.
And then
on
there's that whole permission thing, they
Yeah.
other than they've posted publicly, but still.
Boy, howdy. Anyway,
Boy,
outside
howdy.
of all of that, we got a lot to look forward to. That's all I can say. It was, a lot of entertainment's going to be coming our way
On a daily basis, apparently.
on a daily basis, I suspect. Yeah, but we'll make it through it. We'll make it through it. We
We
have
will.
before. We did. We'll do it again. We had 4 years of them before. We've made it through that shit. How could it be any worse? Okay.
I don't want to go
Okay,
there,
okay,
but
okay, it could be worse, but we're here to make sure it doesn't. Anyway,
we're hoping it's not.
I want to thank everybody for coming in and tuning in tonight, being a member of this Blue Dot family. It's not just about numbers. It's not just about I look at this as a family, and it shows every time we start with the people that say hello to each other in that chat. And I just want you to know, I recognize that, I see it, and that's what really warms my heart when we start this show, is seeing the and the people that are saying goodnight to each other right now. And yeah, I love it. Anyway, we'll be live again on Thursday, so we just got to get through Wednesday, and then we'll be back here on Thursday. And until then, make the best of your day, baby. That's all I can tell you. That's what I'm trying to do now, is make the best of my day, get through it, try to put a smile on my face sometime during the day, and share that shit. And give somebody else a chuckle or whatever it takes. It's good for both of us.
And you never know, if you're sharing that smile, John just might need it.
Yeah,
Give it back
might
to
need
him.
it. I might be the guy that needs it. And believe me, right now I do. So anyway, until Thursday, y'all take care of yourself. I love you. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Well, thank you. Good night,
everybody.
John.